I'm very glad that I have the animals not on aggressive, because that would be so tedious to have to deal with all of the wildlife. Like, the only difference, realistically, is that I would probably have died a bunch more at the start, and it would have just been tedious. That's literally all it comes down to. I'm just gonna... Temporary connection, literally just to... Crying out loud. Literally just to gather that slug. Can you not? There we go. Okay, there we go. Because I am starting to need... Well, I also thought that it looked like there was a little cave back here, but it's just a nook. I'm going to need more power shards over time. I think there's a yellow one up there, looks like, as well. Should probably try and get up to. Looks like you can hop up the side. I have 8 minutes until I will be wanting to take another break. Oh, there's poison plants going all the way up there. Fun. You know what else I could do instead? Thought it. Yep, there's a pixel there. I don't know how I'm going to jump onto that, though. Oh, there we go. We'll see where we end up when we get up there. Very steep climb. Oh, and there's a poison plant right there. Okay, we'll run away. What's up here? I should just run some petroleum up here and just get rid of it. Again, there's there's no way you could have got up here. You don't jump. I guess I shouldn't assume. Maybe they jump really well. Purple power slug. Nice. That's 5 power shards. Yellow one over there. Blue one down there. I see a wreck through the trees as well down there. There was another wreck off to the east as well, I believe. Should probably investigate some of those. At least see what they need. One up on the top there is interesting. It's quite dense forest through here is the problem, so it becomes hard to see long distance. I think this might have been one of the other starting areas, the forest, come to think of it. And then, like, the desert is another. I see desert over there, so I don't know if that's the equivalent. There's a manta flying through the trees. It's kind of cool. Well, where was that wreck? There was one down here, wasn't there? Let's go down towards the power slug that's there. And then there's a wreck somewhere around here as well. I thought I spotted. Would be nice if there was just a quick retract. Oh, yep, there's the wreck. Good. Another power slug down there. Oh, there's like a valley. Oh, it's like a river system. That's kind of nice. Oh. Oh, can I land on you? I need to time it. I'm going about the same speed? No, he's going slightly faster. I need to hope that he turns and I can cut him off. Oh, he's just going to go straight, isn't he? Another time. Another time, but at least I know that I can just jump off here. Looks like. Where was the slug? There was another slug over here, wasn't there? I'm not sure if this was where the slug was, or if it was on a different bit. Oh, it's on the one... Oh no, here it is. Well, kind of. I like that you do have a bit of air control. Right, what does this wreck A give me and B require to open the drop pod? Some spitters and stuff around. Ah, we've got that. Good. We're a long way away from it, but... Good, another hard drive. Status...
Freighter records
rubber,
indicate this comes from the past,
sheet.
which is normal.
I would hope so. Oh, gas filters. Nice. Okay, well. I haven't been using them yet, I don't think, but nice to get some bonuses. Is that a bit of a nuisance to make? Steel beams. I don't think there's anything else around here. This is someone at lower levels. No? There's more geezers down there, maybe. Cool. And then I think there was another one on a spire over the yonder, but we're not going to have time to do all of that right now. We can collect this yellow power slug, though. I also wonder how... Oh, there's a blue one up there, too. I wonder how quickly the... There's a Mercer down there. Manta does a loop. Because we might be able to catch it on the next pass. Oh, I can pick it up while I'm in the midair. Don't mind if I do. Easy. Oh, those are poison. I mean, I do have the gas mask, but presume it's a consumable. So, you know, if I don't have to. There was another power slug around here too, wasn't there? Quartz down there as well. I might just be hearing the shining from the Mercer sphere otherwise. I don't even know how you tell when the gas mask is actually operating is the other tricky thing. Well, I heard it.
Listen to the rhythm.
That was my last one. Well, I'm glad I had exactly that many then. Now, how best to get back up again is the next question. Bearing in mind that my alarm will be going off very shortly. Thought I heard something else too. There's probably another power slug just up here, isn't there? Oh, there's another wreck just up here. I think both? I swear I could hear what sounds like it should be a power slug. It's like the shining thing. I should make another object scanner. Oh, it'll be under here. Ah. Stupid things. Never mind. Well, unless I can pick up some nobelisks from here. Frame, concrete. This is more primary wreck stuff. Yeah, it's all like real low level stuff, weirdly. I was expecting it to be more high level stuff like the other one. Oh. Drop pod. What do you need? 60 megawatts. Ah, okay. See, I didn't run power with me, which I should have done. I could just create 2 bioreactors. Oh, I can hear the Manta ray coming over again. Yeah, there we go. So it's probably about 5 minutes on a loop. Because these are 30 each. 1. 2. I've got a lot of this, and it doesn't need to run for very long. Do that. Do that. You guys are operating. Capacity of 60. You require 60. Ka-chunk. Steal the hard drive. Dismantle everything. And get it all magically back into my inventory. As if nothing happened. There we go. Funny. It is quite easy to abuse some of the things in this game. Unsurprisingly. I don't know what was there. Something was there and it no longer is. Whatever. Right, we still need to worry about how to get up from here. I think easiest thing to do is probably going to be make a power pole there, try and stretch it up there. Will it let me? Surface is too uneven. There's a spot. There's a pixel. There we go. One's enough. More power slugs. Lots more power slugs. Lots of bacon and Garrick. Why is a power pole over there still selected? There's some weird things going on with this game at the moment. We need to take back some plastic and some rubber for sure. Before we go back to base, we might need to just deconstruct that power pole. It seems to be misbehaving. This will have a moderate amount of backup in here. Yep. So let's just take out that so that it takes long to back up. And put all of you in there. You have a large amount of rubber in both places, which is a worry. So let's put a stack there. Do I actually have any rubber in here? Yes, I do. Well, I can put a stack in there, so that's a start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just take like a row or something, because we want to take the rest in plastic. We can also put in like these rotors and stuff. If we get them uploading, then we just don't have to worry about it, right? It's no longer in my inventory. Modular frame, like it's things that I will want to have on me at some point, but doesn't really matter. And the stack of that actually as well. There we go. Good. Right, now we have more room for plastic. You are just the excess coming off there. You are more rubber, right? Yes, but you don't have a huge amount yet. You don't have a massive backlog as yet. Plastic though, because you're all coming into the same point over here now. So the bottom one is not full from the top story yet, so that's a good start. Okay. But we're now producing 80 per minute compared to the... Oh, we've only got a 60 going up here, isn't it? We need to upgrade this to a lift mark 2. Cool. Back we go. I want to check all my production facilities and stuff as well, ideally, before I finish off. And that 3 out of 4 thing is some power pole is like partially selected somehow, and I don't understand why. It's very annoying, whatever it is. Can I scan while I'm in here? No. Probably remove some of my markers now in terms of like the coal and sulfur and stuff. Should probably set up a like quartz mining network at some point as well, because I'm sure I'll start to need things like that more later. So you have ground to a halt because you need more smart plating, that's right. I need 3 stacks of smart plating. Ideally 7, I think, because I think I had the next 4 stacks of motors ready to go. Well, I got 5, so that's a good start. Plastic is out. Yep, that's what I thought. So I'm going to need to put more of that in. Rubber. At least we do have a surplus of plastic now, technically, being produced, because before I did not. Right. Let's just process these power slugs, just get them out of my inventory while I'm thinking of it. And that means I can overclock more things. I'd also need to look at, so power slugs, synthetic power shards. What are they? Time crystals, diamonds that have been reconfigured on a subatomic level in the converter to retain a time-periodic self-organizing structure. Using the development of quantum processing and storage. Okay. I have no idea what that is or how to make it, so I guess I'm not doing that anytime soon. I could make some of these, like, oscillator things in order to get, like, the Explorer, for example. I mean, radar technology looks cool. I can actually make all of that stuff now. I can scan for hard drives, too, if I really want to. Consume an object scanner to do that, though, which is kind of weird. Right, whatever. Put Mercer away. Anything else to put away? I have this coffee cup here. Standard issue melee range. Can I, like, equip that? I mean, I have a spare slot, right? I have a jetpack that I don't have fuel for. It's a coffee cup. Oh, okay. Are you sure that's coffee? Drink coffee. Okay. Right-clicking doesn't do anything, but I can sip. I like that it goes tink because I'm wearing a face helmet and a gas mask. Okay, well I don't know if that's particularly useful to leave equipped, but sure. I mean, it's there. It's a thing. It's nicer for if I accidentally scroll the wrong way, I just pull out a coffee cup. What have I got in here? Random stuff. Oh, heavy modular frame. I actually use that now. That's interesting. So I have 26 of those hanging around. Good to know. Need to remember about that. What else have we got? We have got... Yes, so... We have 1, 2, 3 was what I needed for this next iteration. And then... 2 more stacks is what's needed for... another 50. So, another 50, which would then mean 750 rubber, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 750. I think that would be what I need, and I think I had already put enough motors in. I'll double check, but I feel I had enough motors in already. Maybe not for the next lot. No, I didn't. Okay. Never mind. So I need to pivot and start making motors again, I think. But in the meantime, have some more smart plating. But I think that's enough smart plating to be able to make 250. But I think that I only have enough motors in to get to 200. So it's a case of I can either leave it doing smart plating or I can let it pivot back to making engines or motors again. Or I just need to set up yet another assembler that can do that. So whether or not I'm likely to need the smart plating again in future, really, is what it comes down to. We probably will, let's be honest. We needed it once, we'll probably need it again. But that almost needs to be off on its own, doing its own stuff, but whatever. Especially since we've been using motors for production facilities and stuff as well. So we've got 13 sitting around here, feeling rather lonely about themselves. Which I could put in here, but 20 is a nice even number. So I guess these can live back in here for now. And we're going to want... yeah, a lot more. So we will need... it's 4 stacks for 200. So we need 6 stacks total now. I think we just let that do what it needs to do. It makes 4 per minute. Each stack is 50. So 6 stacks is like 600 total, isn't it? No, 300. Is that right? I don't know. I don't think that's even right. That's why I'm doing it in smaller increments, so I don't need to think about it all at once. Otherwise, I think we've got a pretty good system going here now. We've managed to untangle some of our early issues that I think were causing us problems. Especially in terms of screw production. We can put you in there, just to keep you topped up, since we're at a slight shortage, I think, in terms of how that gets produced. Ah, we've already got a backlog in there. That's fine. Ah, we didn't do our festive lights. Never mind. We want to do some rerouting anyway at some point. Why are you selected? You're a weird one. You're over here. You're being selected. There you go. There you gone away. Cool. So the next thing is probably over here, actually. We probably need more cable fed into you. Yep. Sure enough. Though, do I? Because are you empty of everything else? No, you are not. No, I do need to have another 10 produced. That's weird. Why do I need another 10 produced? Because that's just another... Yeah, this is weird. Clearly I've fed in an odd amount at some point. This is enough for 10 anyway. Just do that. And that'll do 10. But yeah, at some point I think I've fed in an odd amount. And I have extra stators sitting there that I shouldn't have. Because I thought I was doing it by 50s, essentially. Because I had 50 to start with. And 50 is enough to make 10 of these. Never mind. So we should have 90 of those sitting in here, right? Yep, 90 of those sitting in there. What have we got in here? Got almost 150. And you're plugging away to get to the 200. So that's good. Excellent. Most importantly, we finished off the Fixmas event, so we could deconstruct all of the other stuff that was related to that. Still got some big snakes going around all over the show, but that's fine. We're not going to get away from that. And we have some snow cannons for no good reason. It'll be interesting to see what disappears come the 6th. Key point is that at the end of the day, I have... What was I using copper? No, copper sheets are up there. Oh, I need to choose another milestone as well. I can do that next time. Let's go survey our domain again, shall we? Alright, we have more snakes. As we've got a nice big triangle here where we have coal going in, water going in that side, feeding 4 power plants, because that's all that we could support with the excess of coal at that time. We can upgrade that mine or overclock it further though, if we want to feed more into there. We also have the petroleum byproducts off the other side that can be used for excess power. But we're doing pretty good on power at the moment, I'm fairly sure. We haven't needed our bioreactors in ages. And we've got full batteries, just in case there's a momentary overhead. But yes, we've at the same time untangled some of our previous doings, especially the festive area over there, and retangled or added more tangle for other things. But we've got a steady stream of iron plates coming in here, looks like, for plate production. Lovely. And our power line network snaking off into the distance. And this demonstrates how much of a dogleg that Hyperloop system is going around, when ideally we want just to go straight across there. Never mind, we need to plant some foundations and stuff down over there. Anyway, the key point is that we have achieved our Fixmas objective. We've got the gold star on top of the tree now. That was the last thing. The research tree is complete. So that's the timer basically stopped on that. We don't need to care so much about whether or not we make it by the end of the period. Which means that we can probably say goodbye to playing this game on stream for a little while. Because I've been saturating it for a while because it was the shortest timer that I had. But the next event to focus on will be Truck Simulator again, because it has a festive event that finishes in about 2 weeks' time, I think. But that's a lot easier to finish off. This one felt a little bit frustrating. The amount that you had to produce in order to finish what is a limited time seasonal event felt very punishing, honestly. Unless you were an experienced player and already had everything lined up and could just divert a bunch of stuff to producing what you needed, or could just set up a completely separate network somewhere. Like, I managed to just get it all in, but that's across like 40 hours of playtime or something. So, yeah. If you weren't able to dedicate that amount of time to it, you'd miss out on the seasonal event, essentially, or at least on completing it. I don't know, maybe the idea is that, you know, people could do a little bit of it, and then next year they bring it back exactly the same, don't add anything new, and it's like, oh, well, if you've already done it, you've already done it. But maybe if you didn't finish it, next year they bring it back, and then you can finish it. I hope that that's the case, because, you know, I have a life, and yet I was able to dedicate an amount of time for it. I know that for a lot of people, they couldn't dedicate even this amount of time. I was lucky I had 2 weeks off work. So, yeah. Anyway, we can now double down and dedicate more time on the actual gameplay. But we can do that after finishing the rest of our things, rest of our goals. But all in all, it has been fun. I mean, especially in terms of the exploration element, the platforming. It's like Breath of the Wild with factories in some ways. You know, it's... Yeah, you have parachute, you have zip lines. The freedom of movement is definitely something I really enjoy. Like, any game that just lets you just go anywhere, basically, and do whatever you like, I really appreciate that. And I appreciate that there was a setting to make the creatures not aggressive, so that way you just didn't get tied down on worrying about, oh, I keep getting killed by these things, or, oh, that one can now shoot stuff at me, or now there's bees all of a sudden. So, kind of useful that you can just turn that off and not worry about it. Cool. Well, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time, whenever that may be. What are we up to now? 49 hours, almost 50 hours.